Heyo, Hudson here with Planet 4 Gaming. I'm flying the La-7B-20. This is my favorite overall Tier 4 Russian plane. I just have a lot of confidence flying this plane. It's very well-rounded. It's fairly fast, especially in a straight line. It turns pretty well. It's got a good roll rate, so that makes it a good dogfighter. And it's got 3 20mm cannons, which is an upgrade from the previous LAs. So that's nice. And yeah, I just think this is a pretty solid plane compared to like the Yak-9P. That plane is very fast and very well armed with a customizable armament, but it is not a very good dogfighter, not a great turn time. So yeah, I prefer this plane overall. Some of the disadvantages of this plane is it doesn't seem to take damage well. I don't know if that's because it is poorly armored or because most of the planes at Tier 4 have beast armaments and they're just destroying it because of that. I don't know. You can weigh in on that if you want. Another thing is its 3 cannons kind of give it a lot of recoil, which is a bit annoying when you're aiming sometimes. Not all the time, but it can be a bit annoying. Also, it has a tendency to roll, like when you're leveling out after climbing. So that can be annoying when you're trying to shoot someone down as well. And lastly, it does not have a great dive speed. It's around 700. But I mean, there's some planes that can do much more than that, like the Yak-9P, Ki-84. They can all reach 800. But like I said, this is a very good plane in a straight line. If you're chasing down a Mustang at low altitude or something, you can probably catch up if you just spam WEP. It has very good acceleration in a straight line, and it gets going pretty fast too. So here I'm in a full game against the Germans, obviously. And I find the Germans not too challenging to go up against. They've got a lot of good fighters at Tier 4. Those Doras and high-tier Me-109s, but you can use your turn time well to outfly them. Here, this guy was really dumb. He went in at low altitude, and I'm just able to dive in, and that is the worst evasive maneuver ever. I mean, there wasn't much he could do there at all, but that wouldn't have been what I would have done. Anyway, yeah, against the Germans, you just want to make it to a reasonable altitude, maybe like 3,000, 3,500. The Russian planes are not very good at high altitude, and you're not going to outclimb these German planes anyway. So you just want to get to a reasonable altitude, and when they try to dive in on you, just dodge them. Use your maneuverability to your advantage. The thing about playing the Russians is their planes are very well rounded. They're okay at doing a lot of things. So you're usually not playing to your plane's strengths, you're playing to the enemy plane's weaknesses. So obviously against the Germans you're going to be using your turn time, but against the Brits you're going to be using your speed and climb rate. So just keep that in mind. You have to adapt your play style depending on what faction you're playing, which is once you get the hang of it, it doesn't take that long. I mean, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure this shit out. It's kind of nice because you have that versatility. So we've got a bit of a dogfight furball going on. Got to dodge this guy. Always keep an eye behind you. But I'm gonna try and get on the tail of one of these guys trying to shoot down my teammates. So that guy kind of saved my ass. It looks like I was gonna dodge him, but never know. Anyway, yeah, this Focke-Wulf is on my Mustang. We're allied with the Americans in Berlin. And I'll see if I can try to save... No, I can't save him. He's gone, but I can at least avenge him. Boom, look at that shit. I can at least avenge him. Just gotta bleed a bit of speed, and I can easily outmaneuver and out-accelerate this Focke-Wulf. And here we go, on his ass. Give him a short burst there. Critical damage. And then finish him off, tear off his wing. And now I just gotta check my ass, make sure no one's on me, and find my next target. Looks like someone might try to dive in. Oh, Focke-Wulf, clear shot, line it up. Yeah, nope. Just gotta slip in on him, and this'll be another easy kill, because he can't outturn me and he's lost way too much speed. Critical damage right there with a sharp burst. And yeah, there goes his wing. I don't know, do the Germans not take wing damage well? What's up with that? So, pretty quickly you can see there the Germans did something very stupid. They didn't use their altitude advantage well. They kind of got into a furball, which is the absolute worst thing you can do as a German. You're not going to outturn anyone. What are you doing? So now they're down to a few guys, but we are also down to only like 3 or 4 guys. So it's a fairly even match. We're basically back to square one, just on a smaller scale. So here we go. We're chasing down this last survivor from that engagement. This guy looks like he's coming in to help him. Flies right past my guy. Not much foresight there, and he does not see me coming in. Quick burst, hit him in the wing. Now I just gotta bleed that speed off and get behind him. And ME-109 obviously not gonna outturn me. He's rolling like crazy. I'm trying to line up a shot and force him down with my mind. I bet you didn't know I had telekinesis. Yes, you can use that to your advantage very often in War Thunder. Just push the enemy planes out of the sky. Obviously that's not really what happened. Obviously his damage was too bad, or he just did something really dumb there and could not recover from his dive. So that's a 4-kill game. As long as you don't at the start of the match fly right underneath all of the Germans and get totally gangbanged right at the start, you can easily handle the Germans. Against the Americans and Brits, I find that a little trickier sometimes, because they have a few planes that can outclimb you. Sometimes the Bearcats and even the OP American Spitfires can sometimes outclimb you, and that's no fun. But yeah, you just stick to your teammates. Don't go all in right at the start, and you can be very successful. There's the last guy in their team. He's still on the runway. He's doomed. And that'll be the end of the game. So yeah, if you're not knowledgeable in this plane, haven't flown it yet, trying to decide on a Tier 4 Russian plane to go for, I would go with the Lavitchkin line. You start out with the La-7, which is solid. Performs a lot like this, just with one less cannon. Then you get this, obviously, which you know, very solid plane. And then you get the La-9. I've unlocked that. It has 4 23mm cannons. It's pretty fast, good roll rate. I've only flown it once or twice though, so I can't really tell you much about that plane. Overall, it seems like that would be the line to go with though, because eventually the Gaijin is going to release the La-15, which is a jet similar to the MiG-15. So once you get through that line, you can go straight to a high-tier jet. Unlike the other, like, Yak line, where you get those shitty Yak jets, and the MiG line, where you have to go through 2 MiG-9s before you get to the good MiG-15. So, I don't know when that comes out, but that should be a good jet. And the La-9 is probably pretty solid as well. I haven't flown it much. I will possibly release a video on that sometime soon. Just need to get more experience with it. So yeah, La-7B-20. Solid tier 4 plane. Give it a try. Tell me what you think about it. Think it sucks dick? Why wouldn't you go with the Yak 9P? Leave a comment. I don't care. I get all sorts of hate comments. I don't give a shit. Anyway, this has been Hudson with Planet 4 Gaming. Thank you for watching, and get the fuck out of here. Degeneration, the best of pains, the daily grave.